Pokemon Go is about to get one of the biggest updates that we've ever had. With the debut of Max Battles, we're not only getting Dynamax and Gigantamax Pokemon, but we're also getting the long-awaited Generation 8 Galar Pokemon. And then if you watch the season trailer carefully, you even see Zacian and Zamazenta, the legendaries from Sword and Shield. So how are Max Battles gonna work? How do we encounter and defeat and capture Dynamax and Gigantamax Pokemon? Well, there's two new terms here. We have power spots, which are in-game points of interest on the map. And then we also have max particles, which are going to be a new resource or item in the game. It says on the official website, trainers around the world will begin to uncover power spots on the in-game map. Get a head start by scouting out these power spots and collecting max particles before embarking on your first series of max battles. So power spots are going to be on our in-game map. I can only imagine we're going to be reusing existing points of interest. It doesn't make sense to me that we would be adding new POIs into the game. So gyms and Pokestops are probably going to be where we're collecting these max particles. But how do max particles interact with the max battles? It does seem like max particles are going to be a resource that we need to spend in order to complete max battles. But will we still use raid passes? Will we be able to remote into max raid battles? According to official sources, we don't know. But what we do know is the details for the first two events in the new season. So the Go All Out event will start Tuesday, September 3rd at 10 a.m. right at the beginning of the new season. And it'll run for 7 days until September 10th at 10 a.m. local time. So on September 3rd, right when the new season starts, we're gonna get some brand new Pokemon in the wild, the Galar starters. So Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble will be appearing much more frequently in the wild. We'll also be able to evolve them all the way into their final evolutions. Additionally, we'll have two new shiny debuts, Skwovet and Wooloo. And then Dreepy will be a rare spawn during this event. And I would encourage you to catch every single Dreepy you can, and maybe even toss a silver or yellow pinap berry to increase your candy. So why am I suggesting that? Well, if you look at the DPS charts for Dragapult, it actually has some pretty high DPS as a ghost type attacker with Hex and Shadow Ball. According to the charts here, it has 17.7 damage per second, which puts it in the 11th spot as the best ghost type attacker in the game. It's also got a pretty high max CP of 3993. So I'd suggest catching every Dreepy you can while it's a wild spawn. It might not always stay as a wild spawn. It might move to eggs or research tasks or something more rare. The season-long free special research task will also drop on Tuesday at 10 a.m. so you can get a head start on that. It seems like later on in the second event, Go Big, we'll be able to unlock a pretty cool avatar item, the Dynamax band. So during this first event, we'll also have some featured event egg pools. In 5K eggs, we'll have Grookey, Scorbunny, Sobble, and more. In 7K eggs, we'll have a handful of Galarian-themed Pokemon, which seems appropriate. And then in 10K eggs, we'll have Dreepy. The event bonuses for the first week of this new season will be double XP for catching Pokemon and double XP for evolving Pokemon. Field research tasks will feature Grookey, Scorbunny, Sobble, Skwovet, and Wooloo. We'll have some collection challenges, we'll have some Pokestop showcases, and then that will lead us into the second event of the season, Go Big. Go Big runs from Tuesday, September 10th at 10 a.m. to Sunday, September 15th at 8 p.m. local time. So this event is a little bit shorter, but this is where the fun starts. So with the Go Big event, we have the Dynamax debuts. Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, Skwovet, and Wooloo will be making their Dynamax debuts in 1-star raid battles, and all of them can be shiny. So we can only assume that we'll be getting more and more difficult max raid battles as the season progresses. These are just 1-star, but hopefully eventually it goes all the way up to 5-star max raid battles. In Scarlet and Violet, we actually have 6 and 7-star raids. That would be interesting. The event bonuses during the second event are double XP for winning a max battle and double XP for spinning Pokestops. The field research task encounters will switch up a bit here. Instead of the Galar starters, we're going to go back to the Kanto starters. So Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle, and then Skwovet and Wooloo will remain in field research task encounters. We'll also have some more Pokestop showcases here. And then I want to point out the web store bundle here. An exclusive Max Particle Pack bundle will be available on the Pokemon Go web store for $8, which is pretty pricey. The bundle will feature 6 Max Particle Packs for a total of 4,800 Max Particles for all your Dynamax needs. So as I was kind of talking about before, what are we going to use these Max Particles for? How many Max Particles is it going to cost to do a Max Raid battle? Is this bundle a good deal? It's really hard to tell until max raids drop. It kind of seems like this is going to be another resource we need to manage. So we have raid passes, we have remote raid passes, and now we're going to have max particles. I guess it's possible that a max raid takes both a raid pass and max particles to complete. If that's the case, these raids better be really worth it. But again, we just don't know. There's also a third event called Go Wild with unannounced details. So I'll make a video on that when we get the details. All right, let's take a step back a bit and look at the seasonal details as a whole. So every season has season-long bonuses, and I'm really excited that they're bringing back guaranteed Candy XL for trading Pokemon this season. We'll also have one additional normal candy when trading Pokemon. Don't sleep on this bonus, y'all. Get those trades in, especially for Pokemon that are easy to come by, to have a lot of. Maybe you're still holding on to some Beldums, or maybe you have something that can Mega Evolve. Hold on to them until the season start and mass trade them, get as many of those Candy XLs as you can. Another great seasonal bonus that we're getting in this season is increased XP from friendship level ups. So we did have this in a previous season. The bonus is 1.5 times. So that means 150k XP for best friends, 300k XP for best friends with a lucky egg. That's absolutely massive. Maybe we'll also see the return of those tickets that let you carry and open more gifts. We'll see. And then we have some streak-related bonuses. So we'll have increased XP for 7-day Pokestop spin streaks. We'll also get increased XP and increased Stardust for a 7-day Pokemon catch streak. The best way to keep track of your streaks and to not miss any is to add the official widgets to your phone. I made a video on exactly how to do this on both iOS and Android. I walk through every single step. You can check out that video. The wild spawns will also be rotating with the new season. So in cities, we'll have Gengar, Skitty, Beldum, Scraggy, Trubbish, Furfrou, Lechonk, and more. In forest, we'll have Executor, Chansey, Pinsir, Hoppip, Shroomish, Emolga, Grubbin, and more. In mountain regions, we'll have Onix, Sudowoodo, Sableye, Aggron, Boldore, Stunfisk, Golett, and more. For beaches and water, we'll have Kingler, Staryu, Lapras, Remoraid, Ducklet, Crabrawler, Sandygast, and more. In the Northern Hemisphere, we'll have the Johto starters, so Chikorita, Cyndaquil, Totodile, as well as Pineco, Hisuian Quillfish, Larvitar, Deerling, and Autumn. In the Southern Hemisphere, we'll have Hisuian Voltorb, Phoebus, Snivy, Tepig, Oshawott, Deerling, Springform, and Dino, and more. Research breakthrough encounters will also rotate. We'll have Galarian Weezing, Galarian Mr. Mime, Excadrill, Scraggy, Furfrou, and Jangmo-O. New egg pools as well. In 2-kilometer eggs, we'll have Cleffa, Igglybuff, Tyrogue, Wynot, Larvesta, and more. In 5-kilometer eggs, we'll have Larvesta, Kamala, Garuki, Scorbunny, and Sobble, and more. In 5-kilometer eggs from Adventure Sync rewards. So those are the rewards that you get at the end of each week based on how many kilometers you've walked. Those eggs can contain Chingling, Riolu, Tyrunt, Amora, Phantomp, and more. In 7-kilometer eggs, these are the eggs you get from opening gifts from your friends. We'll have Galarian Meowth, Galarian Slowpoke, Galarian Farfetch'd, Galarian Zigzagoon, Galarian Yamask, and more. The 7K eggs that come from exchanging gifts with Mateo at the end of a route have a different pool. Those will be Hisuian Growlithe, Hisuian Sneasel, White Stripe Basculin, Dino, Pancham, and more. And then in 10K eggs, we'll have Druddigon, Larvesta, Dreepy, Charcadet, Frigibax, and more. And then 10K eggs could also come from your Adventure Sync rewards. These will have a different pool: Dratini, Rockruff, Drampa, which can be shiny, Jangmo-O, Frigibax, and more. Those 10K eggs do seem pretty stacked this season. This season's community days will be September 14th, October 5th, and November 10th. This is not new information. We know that September 14th is going to be Ponyta and Galarian Ponyta Community Day. Notably, there's no Com Day Classic here. That doesn't mean they can't add one in later, but as of now, no Com Day Classic this season, which kind of stinks. We also got the full schedule for the Go Battle League and when each league and cup will rotate in and out. I'm not going to go through each one of those here. I'm not the biggest PvPer yet. I'm working on it, but we do know when the Go Battle weekend will be, which is November 2nd at 12 a.m. to Sunday, November 3rd at 11:59 p.m. local time. With the new season, the Go Battle League encounter rewards will all rotate. We also have brand new avatar item rewards based on Alistair, a gym leader in Sword and Shield. I love this Alistair theme as we head into the fall season. Alistair kind of has the spooky vibe. I've never hit legend rank, but now I really, really want to. So we've got a lot to look forward to this season. We know we're getting brand new raid mechanics. We know we're getting Galar and Generation 8 Pokemon finally, but there's still a lot we don't know. We don't know exactly how max raids are going to work. We don't know how they're going to interact with the new resource, Max Particles. We don't know how powerful these Dynamax Pokemon are going to be. Will we be able to take a Dynamax Pokemon into a normal legendary raid? And if so, how much is it going to help us? So some pretty exciting times here coming up in Pokemon Go. I expect we'll get some details to some of these questions very soon. And when we do, I'll make a video. Thanks for watching. Thank you for watching this video. Time is the most precious resource we have, and you spent the last few minutes with me, and I appreciate that. If you like this video, be sure to check out one of these other videos. I'm sure you'll like them. If you want to give me some support, I am at DittoBase on socials, and you can also check out my website that I'm building, dittobase.com, for Pokemon news, guides, tools, and a database. Thanks for watching.